Hi everybody, here's how to get to OneDrive, how to get your paper in OneDrive, and just some thoughts about doing some editing on each other's rough drafts. So, in order to get to OneDrive or to the folders that I've set up for you, in week 14, you will click on the link to the rough draft editing folder, and it will take you to Office 365. Now, all of you have Office 365 because you have a Crowder email that is Office 365. So you can see I'm already logged into Office 365 as my personal account. So you may need to log in first. All you have to do basically is to go into, and I'll show you in my email. So let's say I go here, I enter my password. No, I don't want to stay signed in. Okay, and it should take me here. Okay, so you may have to log in first. Also, if I've had a couple students say, Miss Witcher, I don't have Microsoft Word. You need to write your paper in Microsoft Word because when you upload it in Blackboard, if you upload it as a PDF or some other form, I can't leave you comments inside your paper. Blackboard only allows me to do that if it's a Word document. So you do have Word because it's right here inside of your account. Okay. So you may need to log into Office 365. That's how you do it. It's just your email, your Crowder email, just like mine. Enter your Crowder email password that you normally use to log into email, and you have Office 365. Anytime you want to toggle between your email and Office 365, you just hit these buttons up here. That opens up everything. Yours also has Outlook. I don't have Outlook as part of mine. The teachers are on a different system. But anyway, so this, you just always toggle over here. If you're logged into your email, you toggle over here, and this is where you can click on Office 365. You have Word in here, you have OneDrive, and all of these other programs. Anyway, so you may have to log in first, but once you do, it should take you to a screen that looks like this. So instead of like sending out individual links to the folders, I just sent you out the link to the entire folder for the entire class. So this is one of my groups. You can see that I have labeled them with the name of the students who need to join that group. So I've tried to keep you in very small groups. So you'll see that there's a lot of groups. Because I only wanted 3 or 4 students per group because I do want you to do a really good job editing for each other. So I tried to keep these groups very small. Okay, so let's say that, I'm one of these people and I say, oh, this is my group. Okay, so I will go in here, and then to upload my paper, what I do is click on upload, and I need to upload a file, and then you just find your file. Maybe you already have it saved in a OneDrive. Maybe you have OneDrive or something like that. How can you get it out of there? Well, as long as you have that OneDrive linked into your computer and connected between your computer and OneDrive, it'll just be there. So for example, let's say I'm going to pull up one of the papers I'm working on right now. So let's see. I just finished. I just sent this one off for some of my friends to review. So here's mine, an organizational analysis paper that I'm writing about an institution. So I found my paper. I located the file wherever you have it saved. Go into your computer, find it, and just click open. And you can see it'll say it's uploading one item, and then there it is. Now, on the flip side, when you're the one editing, here is how you edit in OneDrive. And there's a reason that I did this in OneDrive and not Google Drive, because Google Drive does not have a lot of editing tools. It's not great, just to be very honest. There's just a lot more you can do in Word than you can in Google Drive. So if you go into my paper, you will see, here's my paper, and you do have some options right here in the Office 365 sort of online version of my paper. But what I can do is I can click over here and I can say, here we go. Okay, so what I can do is say, I would like to actually review this paper. Okay, what that lets me do is it gives me the editing power, okay, that I would like to have. So then I can click on, it gives me some spelling. Basically, it already has some editing in there. It will offer suggestions. Think of this as like a Grammarly. So there's that in there. But the big thing you're going to do to review each other's papers is you're going to click on review. Okay. And so then if I scroll through and I'm like, ooh, now keep in mind, my paper is APA. So do not look at this and think your paper should look like this. This is an APA paper. Okay. So yours will not look like this one. But let's say I go in here and I say, ooh, that doesn't look good. And so what you can do is you can highlight and you can add a new comment. You see what I'm doing here? So it allows me to leave comments, things like that. Please make sure that you tell us who you are. So maybe, give us a name or your initials or something like that when you leave comments. Just so, we each know who you are. Okay, so this is what that looks like. And so you just go through the paper using the rubric. Remember, I posted the rubric in the discussion board and I can post it inside the editing groups as well. I can highlight something and I can say, okay, I'm going to leave you another comment here. Okay, so all of these things. Now, that's what you're going to do. You're going to work through their paper. You're going to leave them comments just like we would if we were working together in class. Okay, so that's what we want to do, is leave lots of comments for each other, put in the effort to help each other do that. Now, once you get your paper back, as you work through the comments, you're going to want to make sure that you delete all the comments before you turn it into me. Okay, I don't want to see your comments. So let's say I'm here and I have a new comment and I say, hey, you should reword this. How about, and then I give you a suggestion. Okay, then I click the little post and now it's there. Then when I come in and I start editing my paper and I read through all the comments, you'll notice there's a little bubble right here. Okay. What I need to do then after I make those changes is I need to make sure that I delete them. So I can either do this, I can just click on it and I can click delete. Okay. And that deletes the comments. But make sure that you go through and delete all of the comments that people leave in your paper as you go through and make those changes. Okay, you just want to make sure you do that so that I don't read your comments. Okay, I will jump in there as well and try to give you some feedback. But this is what you want to do. You want to compare it to the rubric that I've provided so that way you know exactly what you need to be editing for. But the big thing you do is just, put your mouse or the cursor where you want and just click on new comment and leave them a comment for anything you see that they need to fix. Okay, so that's what you're going to want to do. The great thing is, oh, and by the way, you can sign in. So if I click sign in, Okay, so I can also sign in. That gives me some other options. It does make it a little bit better. It makes it stronger. Okay, but the big thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you go to review, and then that's where you can leave comments for the people that you are editing. Of course, I wish we could edit in paper. I would much rather do this together in class, but this is the best way I could come up with to still give you the opportunity to really dig into each other's papers and help each other out. I also hope it is beneficial to see each other's papers in your small groups so you can see how each of you are doing. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. So that's how to get into OneDrive. The big thing is just log in, to your email, or you can just go to office365.com and that will let you log in as well. And you can, excuse me, you can make sure if you need to that, you log into your account. Sometimes you need to do that, but just follow the link that I have left you, and that will take you to the folder that I created. Then you just click on, once you get to once you find your folder, you just click on upload your file from wherever you have it saved, and you should be ready to go. If something happens to the paper that you didn't want to happen, never fear. One of the beautiful things about doing all this stuff online is we can also go through and look at the version history, and we can rewind anything that we have messed up. So, if something happens, just let me know. But otherwise, be sure you upload your paper by Wednesday, and then you leave comments for everybody else in your groups by Sunday. That way they have then Monday through Friday to make those changes, ask any questions, and get the rough draft done by May 1st. All right, if you have any questions about that, if you have any issues, let me know. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.